Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of Nathbet.com. I said Christmas is all year round here at Nathbet, and so it proved last week. A beautiful fourfold, gorgeous fourfold, 8-1. I know a lot of people were on board on that. Congratulations if you put that on. I know that we had £20-30 on it here. As you can see from the tweets, you've all been tweeting in your winning. It was a very, very good weekend for the punters and a horrendous one for the bookmakers. That's exactly what we like to see here. Very close to a clean sweep, actually. Very unfortunate with the double and the treble this week, but we're very happy with a fourfold. Not ecstatic because we expect to hit 2 or 3 a week. However, an 8-1 fourfold is an absolutely lovely return here at Nathbet, and the profits are continuing thick and fast. Now, this week, it's a lot more difficult, and I think the punters are going to find it a lot more difficult to find their margins. The Premier League especially, you've either got teams that I don't particularly like to win, I'm not convinced about the result, or you've got huge favourites at 1-4, 1-5, and obviously at Nathbet we're not about that. But I have had to troll the lower leagues this week. I know that last week or a couple of weeks ago we did have the odd League 2 game. Well, this week we've gone even lower. We have had to look into non-league football this week, guys, to try and find our margins. But I have found some very nice bets. It's taken me a little bit longer than normal, but I am putting these on Wednesday. This broadcast is going to be on Wednesday, so that you take the price now, because a lot of these prices will get smaller before the week is out. So without further ado, let me go straight on with the safe double, guys, and we are going to start with the big game of the weekend, actually, the safe double. We're going to back Chelsea to beat Manchester United. Now, Chelsea available at 5-6, which I think is an excellent price at Stamford Bridge, especially the way United are playing at the moment. Chelsea, I think, are Manchester City's only title rival this season. I do think Arsenal are doing well, but I don't think they're going to have enough to challenge the top two. But the way they're playing at the moment, especially Eden Hazard, you've got Villan and Oscar as well, just supporting Torres. They look very, very well oiled. They've stopped the errors at the back. They look like they're very strong defensively now. Plenty of clean sheets against the Manchester United side, who, well, you've seen them have been in disarray for much of the season, and that 2-0 win against Swansea didn't really impress me. I don't think it impressed any of you, apart from obviously if you had them in your coupon. But obviously Wayne Rooney's gone on this hot weather break. It's very doubtful whether he'll play or not. You've got Robin van Persie out. Danny Welbeck's fine. He's done pretty well, but I wouldn't say he's a huge threat. Javier Hernandez is not the person he was 2 or 3 years ago, obviously. Januzaj looks to be the best player that Manchester United have got, and I don't think he's actually going to play at the weekend. I think it's going to be too big for a 19-year-old kid to come on and play. I think it might be a bit too lightweight, and then you've got your Kagawas and your Ashley Youngs to come in because of him. I just think that Chelsea overmatched them all over the park, really, and a 5-6 price. To be honest, I did consider putting this in the double, treble and fourfold, but we're trying to stay away from that. We've had a couple of bad experiences doing that in recent weeks, so I'm just going to put them in the double. It is a safe double, that's why I'm putting them in there. It's my strongest tip of the weekend. Back Chelsea to beat Manchester United at 5-6. Now, I don't think I've ever done this at Nathbet. I think it's a first for Nathbet.com, and I'm absolutely positive it is. We're going to double that up with a team in the conference. That's right, non-league football. We're going to go from the top of the table, Chelsea. We're going to go to the top of the conference, the Vauxhall Conference, and we're going to back Luton Town, top of the Vauxhall Conference, against Wrexham. Now, Luton have been in stunning form all season. They really have, especially as of late. They're at home to Wrexham. They've won 6 out of the last 6, Luton, at home. They're undefeated as well in their last 6 away, winning 3 and drawing 3. 21 goals scored in those 6 games at home, just to 5 conceded, so strong at the back. Obviously, full of goals up front against a Wrexham side who, not bad, mid-table, they've won 2 of their last 6 on the road. However, they do concede goals, and with Luton head and shoulders above the rest in that league, I do think that Luton are a very nice price at 3-4. So please get on Luton to beat Wrexham in the conference. Double that with Chelsea gives us a 2.2 to 1. 2.2 to 1, 2.3 to 1 price with Bet Victor. Bet Victor is the best price for the double this week. Okay, without further ado, back onto the treble. And we're going to stay in the conference for 2 more games, guys. This first one, And this is one of the reasons why I'm saying it to you on Wednesdays, because this is a Friday night game. The big game of the week, Alfreton Town against Tamworth. I know you say, well, what the hell's going on here? Well, as long as the stats and the form and the injuries are to my liking, then I'll back anyone. I really will. And Alfreton Town is someone who I like considerably. They're third in the conference, won 5, only lost 1 of their last 6 home. So very, very strong. It's a Tamworth side who are yet to win on the road this season. They've drawn 1 and lost 5 of the last 6. Sit 21st in the table, and I've got plenty of injuries as well. So 4-6 for Alfreton to win at home. I really fancy that price. Remember, like I say, it is on Friday, so please put these bets on the latest Friday afternoon to avoid disappointment. 4-6 about Alfreton to beat Tamworth. That's the first in our treble. Staying with the conference, the third bet in the conference this weekend, guys, and we're going to go with Salisbury City at home to beat Dartford. Salisbury, along the same lines as the other game that I've just predicted, won 4, drawn 1 and lost 1. They sit 10th in the league, so they're comfortably mid-table. But Dartford, very, very disappointed. They concede an alarming rate away from home. -14 is their goal difference in their last 6, only drawing 1 and losing 5 of their last 6, winless in their last 6, very much like Tamworth. So Salisbury, we're going to go with them at 8-11 to beat Dartford at home. So Alfreton, Salisbury, and we're going to go into league football, you're pleased to know, for the last one of the treble, and we're going to go with Newport County. Newport County, we're going to back to beat Dagenham and Redbridge. Newport won 5 out of their last 6 home against Dagenham side, who are rock bottom of the form league table, drawing 2 and losing 4 out of their last 6. Newport scoring goals for fun as well, and even though they're mid-table, a couple of wins for them, and they're going to be in and around the playoff picture coming into February. So I do like them, and especially even money. I thought that's a nice price. I would have expected them to be more like 4-5, 8-11, but even money, we're going to take them. Dagenham mid-table, but like I say, on the form and recently been playing really, really poorly. So if the form book does hold true, then we should be onto a winner there. Like I say, Newport, even money. Alfreton, Salisbury and Newport, 3 home wins, gives us a 4.7-1 bet. That's with Bet365 and BetVictor2. Now, you'll be pleased to know we go a little bit higher up for the last 4 in the fourfold this week, guys. We've got a championship fourfold for you this week. It's a nice one as well. I do like it. In fact, every team that I've tipped this week, double, treble and fourfold, are all at home, all home wins. We'll start off with the team who was second, a little bit surprising second, I guess, in the championship, but they are definitely strong contenders to go up this year. That's Burnley. Now, they entertained Sheffield Wednesday. Burnley, they did have that sticky patch in early November, the whole month of November really, early December, but they've turned that around to do very well, winning 3 on the bounce at home. Like I say, second in the league table. Now, they entertained Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday, that huge 6-0 win at home against Leeds United. However, that was massaged a little bit due to the fact that, well, Leeds obviously don't travel well. They're in a little bit of trouble themselves. They had a man sent off as well. So I wouldn't read too much into that 6-0 win. Obviously, it was at home at Hillsborough. But on the road, they've only won 1 out of their last 6 away from home. And like I say, Burnley, very, very strong. Sheffield Wednesday, even though they did win 6-0, they still sit 19th in the table. So a price of 9-10 for Burnley to beat Sheffield Wednesday is very, very acceptable. Also, the fact that Sheffield Wednesday did play in midweek against Macclesfield at home, so they've had a bit of midweek football. Burnley had the chance to put the feet up, so that's why I do like that. And Burnley against Sheffield Wednesday, they're 9-10 to win that game. Queen's Park Rangers, the team who are 1 point below Burnley in the table and will obviously have huge aspirations to be automatically promoted. They'll definitely be involved in the January transfer window sooner rather than later. They entertain Huddersfield at home, 7-10 about Queen's Park Rangers. Huddersfield, no, Mugs are doing very well this season, comfortably mid-table, but I do think this is the type of game if Queen's Park Rangers want to really push on, they need to win, and I do like backing Queen's Park Rangers at Loftus Road. We're going to continue to back them. They've done as well this season, done us proud. Queen's Park Rangers to beat Huddersfield, 7-10 is the price there. Now we're going to go to my boys. While since we've been there with obviously the unpredictability this season, but back to form Middlesbrough. I know that a few weeks ago they were near the bottom of the table. Now they're on the way up. They've won 3 out of their last 4. Should have been 4 out of their last 4 if it wasn't for a last-minute goal conceded. And they're back at home. Mr. Karanka's done a very good job of turning things around and looking towards a playoff. Only 6 points off the playoffs at this moment in time, and they entertain a Charlton side only drawn 3 and only won 1 on the road in their last 6. Long trip for them. Middlesbrough again didn't have a game in midweek, so a 5-6 about the team in form, second in the form table in the Championship. I do like that bet indeed. So Middlesbrough to beat Charlton. Like I say, they're available at 5-6. Get on that. So Burnley, Queen's Park Rangers, Middlesbrough, and the last one that we're going to tip are Nottingham Forest to beat Blackburn Rovers. Nottingham Forest just odds on 20-21. Probably by the time you put this on, you might get even money, even a little bit better odds against, depending on what bookmaker you go with. But Nottingham Forest against Blackburn now. On the looking at this from a purely aesthetic point of view, then Blackburn is probably well, they're playing very well. They're 8th in the league, and I would probably want a little bit more than 20-21 about Nottingham Forest. However, Blackburn, as I'm broadcasting this at 4:45 Wednesday, they've still got a game to play, and Manchester City, huge game at the Etihad, and there's no way that they're going to be playing half a strength or a below strength side when they go into Manchester City. It's a massive game for the players. It'll also show the fans and Venky's how far they've come, whether they can mount a serious challenge. This season, Nottingham Forest is a difficult place to go if you've had a week's rest. The county ground, you saw West Ham demolished 5-0 a couple of weekends ago. So, I do like Forest, especially with that rest, and that's why we're tipping them at 20-21. Burnley, QPR, Borough, Forest are our 4 at-home fixtures to make up the fourfold. Gives us a best price, 10.8-1 fourfold with Bet Victor. Can we get a fourfold again? Can we get a treble and a double? Let's make it a clean sweep. Get those bets on. Have a great one. Enjoy it. Great to see you. Send in those profits. Keep on doing it. We'd love to see your bets here at Nathbet. Remember, you've got the long shot too. Have a great one. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Bye-bye.